Hi, and welcome to the Department of Digital Media and Journalism, home of 3 academic majors and 2 academic minors. The majors include Digital Media Management, Digital Media Production, and Journalism. The minors include Journalism and an interdisciplinary minor in Film and Video Studies. This presentation will talk about the Digital Media Management major. We'll go through a major overview, advising tips, important notes, and how to plan for an internship. For media management, a math placement level of 5 is required. If your math placement level is lower, plan to take extra math courses to raise your MPL to 5 or to take Business 325 at a community college. That's the marketing class. Business 325 marketing requires permission. So the department advisor sets a protocol, so be on the lookout for emails with how to move forward there. DMJ 224, Introduction to Digital Media Programming and Management, is a prerequisite for intermediate and advanced courses. The program also has a media theory, criticism, and practice requirement, such as DMJ 343, Aesthetics and Criticism, which is a media theory course. It's writing intensive, upper division, liberal arts, and has a GE designation of humanities. And DMJ 432, which is Impacts of Television and Digital Culture, which is also writing intensive. It has a media production requirement. You get 2 options. DMJ 300, which is photojournalism, that has no prerequisites, and DMJ 340, TD studio production, which requires DMJ 319, writing for digital media, and permission of instructor. Substitutions can be made if you have other production interests. You just need to work with your advisor to make sure what you're taking will count and to help you get into the classes you're interested in taking. Always being mindful of prerequisites and restrictions. With media management, the way the major plan works is that you start off with Introduction to Media Programming and Management, which is really a media industry overview. It talks a little bit about how the cash flow works in media management, as well as how the organizations are structured. What organizations that are larger are own what smaller organizations. Also, conversations about horizontal and vertical integration, as well as branding and marketing strategies. So, for example, if you were hired to brand a cable network that deals primarily with historical content, it's pretty easy to say, okay, we're going to call this channel the History Channel, and this is our programming. However, if you're programming a general entertainment channel, a channel that, for example, has basketball games and wrestling and 1 hour dramas and half-hour sitcoms and Law and Order reruns, etc., it might be a little bit more difficult to brand a channel like that. But there are channels that have done that through people like Lee Hunt, who are marketing strategy giants. So TNT, we know drama. TBS, very funny. USA, characters welcome. So this gives you an overview on how those kinds of structures work, how those decisions are made, but also more contemporary OTT TV or over-the-top television content creation, kinds of things that you find on Roku channels or iTunes, etc. From there, classes you'll take include Introduction to Advertising, which, as it sounds, will give you an overview of advertising concepts pertinent to 21st century branding and marketing, and then classes in areas such as global media, which gives you an international media perspective. Remember, in the 21st century, we're really looking at media at a global scale, even as we think about media being created by users working through their YouTube channels. Finally, as a capstone experience, DMJ 444, Seminar in Digital Convergence, is where you will actually be able to put some of your research from a previous class, DMJ 350, Media Research Methods, into practice. You will create a business plan for a 21st century media outlet. This might be an over-the-top channel like you'd find on Roku. It might be a new app that you would develop. Or it might be something that is more germane to your community that utilizes media tools to put their message out into the world. And so all the classes are building toward this experience. So you will have something, a real deliverable to take out into the world that you can pitch and develop yourself, pitch to attract investors, or use as an example of your work when applying to entry-level positions or graduate programs. So how do we navigate through this major plan, as it's a rather large major plan with a lot of options on there? Well, the first is get to know your major advisor early in the semester. Beyond scheduling and policies, they can advise you on courses, grad school, internship, and careers. And also, be familiar with the academic calendar. Know when you can and cannot add new classes, when the add drop period is, when you can, up to what point you can withdraw from a class, or even when you should start thinking about final examinations. Before the midpoint of the semester, look at the schedule of classes for next semester. For example, if you're in the fall semester, start thinking about what your spring semester might look like. Or if you're in your spring semester, start thinking about what your fall semester might look like. Schedule an appointment to meet with your advisor in October for spring schedules and planning, and March for fall schedule planning. Use only your Hawkmail email account for school businesses. We do not have access to your individual Gmail accounts, your Yahoo accounts, your Outlook accounts, your Mac accounts, your ME accounts, etc. The only accounts that we have access to are your Hawkmail accounts provided by the school. So make sure to use only Hawkmail for all your school business, for contacting your advisor and your professor, and make sure for all your emails, use your banner ID number on all emails. Just go ahead and put it on there. You might as well put it in your signature, especially if you're contacting your advisor or contacting your professor on a regular basis, or if you have questions about advising or registration or what classes you should think about getting into, or if you have issues with registration and you need assistance. So you'll find most answers on this fantastic site our internship coordinator and our advisor put together, our digital media and journalism news site. You'll find answers about, well, how do I apply for a major? How do I add a minor? How do I apply for an internship? What news is happening? What's going on in our department right now with our students, our professors? Are there any activities I can get involved in? Are there any lecture series I should get involved in? Is there anything happening this semester I should be mindful of? So go ahead and subscribe to that and you'll be all set. You'll always be in the know. So a little bit about our internships. Our internships are mandatory for DMJ majors. Once you have 18 credits in the major, 30 credits at SUNY New Paltz, and 60 total credits. So if you transferred in, you want to make sure that you hit that number, and a 2.5 plus GPA, meaning that your GPA has to be at or above 2.5, you can apply for certification to look for an internship. Do this before the second Friday in November 2021 for spring 2022, and the second Friday in March for summer or fall 2022. Once you are eligible to seek an internship, begin your search. You can look for internships at our Instagram account, Hawk Hire, your prior placement list, and you can always get your placement approved by internship coordinator Nancy Hayes. You can also look for DMJ on Facebook and LinkedIn. The DMJ department has several Facebook pages connected with internships, as well as a media, student, and alumni page where you will find alumni working in the field who are looking for interns currently enrolled at SUNY New Paltz. And let us get to know you. So become part of the New Paltz community. Join the Media and Journalism Society. This is a department club that is under the auspices of an international organization called the Broadcast Education Association. Each year, our e-board either flies out to Las Vegas, Nevada during the National Association of Broadcasters Expo, which is connected with BEA, or attend a virtual conference to the BEA and present what's going on with the club. Our Film 48 series, our Audio 48 series, our alumni panels, as well as our keynote speaker during Media Day at the end of each academic year, all happen through Media and Journalism Society. There's also the student newspaper, New Paltz Oracle, which has won a Society for Professional and Journalism Award, WFNP Radio, an FCC licensed FM radio station, WNPC TV television station, the Teller magazine, and so on. There are a lot of organizations connected to media that you can get involved in, so you can get to know students a little bit better. Sometimes transferring in, it's a little challenging to meet new colleagues, make new friends, meet new peers, especially with students who may have been here for a few years already. These organizations are a great icebreaker and also look excellent on your resume. In addition, you can check out the Transfer Student Lounge in the Student Union Building, a beautiful lounge with a TV set, video games, lots of seating, and people you can connect and speak with. And if there's ever anything you're not sure about, be sure to speak up. Just contact your advisor, contact the department, and be ready to ask questions. You can always knock on our doors, whether it be in person or virtually. We'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. I really hope you're having a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in and around campus.